Welcome back, everybody, to another episode of the Just Be Simple podcast. Your host with the most, JB, in a cut like a band aid. Hope everybody is taking care of themselves, doing well, protecting their energy. That's number one. Keeping what's important important. Just being simple. Yeah, I mean that's number one. That's first and foremost. That's the foundation. If you ain't got that, what you got? You know that song by Casey and JoJo? Life, 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 life. Oh my goodness, y'all. I missed y'all, bro. I missed y'all so much. I want to make these next two episodes that I'm about to film like some of the most relaxed forums, relaxed type of settings that I've ever had on a podcast episode, on a video, besides Patreon. But before we go any further, make sure you subscribe if you're not already. Come on now. Make sure you like the video, you share the video, because you know this is going to help you and other people who get in contact with this video. So share it. Sharing is caring, and caring is sharing. Shout out my favorite show in the world. I can watch this over and over and over and over and over and over and over again. Never get tired of it. Know all the words, know all the okay. But make sure I join the Patreon. Link in the description. Hit me up on Instagram. Okay. If there's any other topics you want to cover, if there's anything you want to talk about, you want to be talked about on the podcast or on the video on the main channel, Jaden Banks, hit me up on Instagram. Okay. Oh, life. How has it been for you? How has it been for me? I mean, the y'all seen the most recent episode that we featured on stream. We did on stream, but I gave the whole rundown on my Toronto, Canada trip, and I gotta be honest, y'all. I'm still in shock. I am. I'm still in shock. I'm still in Canada in my mind. You know, and I say this all the time. I love my city, New Orleans. I love my city, but I don't miss it. You know what I'm saying? I'm a little bit away from the heart of New Orleans, but I love my city. And then going to another country, a province, Canada. Oh my gosh. So I'm still there, right? And it's not one of those shocks that I can't believe I went. I can't believe I did that because I can believe it. I've always believed it. You got to believe it and then see it. Then it is accomplished, right? Simply put, it's just I did that. Like I went to Canada. I was in the heart of Canada, Toronto, be specific, Toronto. I stayed in Richmond Hill, a very, very nice part that's north of the heart of Toronto. Like, and we balled. Like, I had a great time. We had a great time. I met a lot of supporters. Like, my heart is still full as fuck. You know what I'm saying? But just giving y'all a recap, man. When y'all no, because I put this on a Patreon post. Not when y'all get the chance, because you know how we do. We be waiting forever and a day for something to perfectly make sense for us to take that leap or take that next step. No, make the opportunity. Make the opportunity to do something that you always wished you could do. You always wanted to do. Make it. Get everything out the way, everybody out the way, and you make the opportunity present. You know what I'm saying? All that waiting shit, man. That shit, it's over with. Stop that. If you're still doing that, stop. Shit is done. I wore my 2030 shirt out there, and I got the first day actually, I wore my 2030 shirt out there the first day. I landed Thursday evening around like 5:30, and I got a couple like, what does 2030 mean? Like, oh, I like that shirt. Did you make it yourself? Because obviously it's handmade. But that's the end times. That's the end slash beginning of time, as we once knew, as we once lived. 2030. So that's your window, from here to 2029, 2030. That's your window. Cause this shit, like I know we've heard this time and time again over the decades of life. You know, the world's gonna end here. You know, aliens coming, and you seeing UFOs, and you know we're gonna be, abducted and all this other shit. No, like 2030 will literally be in a time, like it will be the beginning of a new time, of a completely new era. So you might want to make the opportunity to do what you like, get your ducks in a row. You know what I'm saying? Start your side investments, and make sure all of that is in order way before then. Okay? But I'm just so grateful, man. My heart is so full, dog. I went to see J. Cole twice, like like I did it. I did the whole thing. The whole entire thing. Like there's nothing that I regret that I didn't do. I wish I would have. No, man. There are things that I saved for the next time because I'm going back in a couple months. But you know what I'm saying? Like like from sun up to sundown. We didn't get home till like on average like 3 a.m., 3:30 every single day. Every single day. And I was there for 10 days. 10 days, 9 nights. Come on now, stop playing around. But make the opportunity to do something that you do, to do whatever you want, you always wish you could do, right? Make the opportunity. Now, I want to go over a couple different things with y'all, a couple things that's been on my heart, and a couple different segments on this podcast, because I've been having these topics in my notes for a minute, and just for my brain, my creativity, and my spirit, I want the world to hear these topics, and I want to get them out. I want to get them out to the world so y'all can hear them, y'all can feel them, y'all can feel how y'all feel about these sentiments. So let's first talk about racism. I got right here: racism is a joke. Racism is a joke. JB, why do you say that? Racism is a joke. Now, for those who don't know, I'm very big on words, wordplay, syntax, etymology. These are words, vocabulary words that we did not learn in English 3, English 2. I didn't go to college, so maybe in the um, introductory English college courses, college classes, they began to teach this syntax, etymology, you know, entendres, you know, but race, race, racism, erase, like erase, eradicate, you know, what are we sprinting towards? You know? Like that's what I first want y'all to think about. What are we racing towards? What's the end goal? And who created the end goal? Racism. Who's the lead? Who's in second place? Who's in third place? Who's in fourth? Right? And I got race to the finish line of wealth and power. That's the end goal. Wealth and power. And one can say wealth and power is synonymous. It's the same thing. One can say wealth, power, and control is the same thing. Right? Because people who don't have something wish they can have that thing. One of my favorite books of all time, number one, The Alchemist, Paulo Coelho. he speaks about the different variants of people who want to go to Mecca, want to see the pyramids. Some people have this dream and they just have it in the back of their mind. They would die to go to Mecca just for a couple minutes, just to see it, just to drive by. They would die to go there. But they know once they get there, then they'll have nothing else to live for because it's that important to them. Some people work their ass off to get to Mecca so they can see it for themselves, so they can see it up close and personal. And then the other people, you know, yeah, it's not enough. It's not enough. So we could say that wealth, control, power is all fruits of the same tree. And I remember I put this in my notes because I was I was looking at I was looking at different I was looking at different authors. I was looking at different authors and I began to see how even in the self-help or the spiritual world, the metaphysical world, if you will, it's a lot of comparison, but aren't they all to help? Aren't they all to help? For instance, an author like Paulo Coelho, an author like Alan Watts, an author like Napoleon Hill, an author like Bob Proctor, an author like what's my boy Maxwell. How successful people think and how leaders lead. Max, y'all know his name. Okay, y'all can help me in the comments. Authors like I just finished Becoming Supernatural, Joe Dispenza, right? Like it's still a competition. It's still a race. To what? Who got the most people to support their work, and they're all essentially saying the same thing and different. Like, come on, people. And my heart, my mind doesn't operate like that. So when I was in Toronto, I did a total of like 4 IRL streams. I was there for 10 days. I did a total of 4 IRL streams. And I like going IRL. IRL is great. That's the type of person I am. I love going IRL. Like desktop stuff, reacting, talking, that's great. I've been doing that for 6 years. My supporters, y'all know me. When we get to this desktop, when we start talking and laughing and getting up and dancing, music, shit, everything, it's a big party. It's a big celebration. Just make sure you take your shoes off at the door. You know what I'm saying? We got food in the pantry, maybe a little something in the fridge, got some drinks up in there. Make yourself at home, right? It's just always connection issues once I'm IRL. But I know that my supporters love whenever I come back, and because I'm a great storyteller. So they cannot wait to hear the stories that I have amongst my time wherever I'm at. You see what I'm saying? But I know they also want to see me live with people talking, but also I'm a very present person. I don't, and it's interesting, very interesting even to myself. I am a streamer. I am a YouTuber. I want to say a content creator because that shit, you know what I mean? But I'm a streamer. I'm a live streamer. I'm a YouTuber. But I don't do shit for this. I don't do what I do for this. And let me show you an example right here. Let me show you an example right here. Well, I know what I could do. Watch this. Let me show you an example right here. Because this is what happens all the time. This happens all the time, y'all. Where we at with it? Where we at with it? This happens all the time, y'all. Y'all see this? Look up top. At the concert, the Fall Off 2-6. I'm posted on the page. Or this is on this is on their was on their story. Do you think I went to this concert in hopes that they'll post me and notice me and I can get some clout or whatever off the shit? Do you think that's hell no? But I love it. We good though. Y'all understand? Look, I with my shirt off. I'm having a glorious time. Looking fresh. I'm with my brother. Having a grand ass time. I don't do shit. And I barely have. I got some photos. I got some videos. I mean, I went 2 nights. I went back to back. But I barely got videos, pictures. Because I'm in the moment. I remember. I remember the lights. My memory is great. You see what I'm saying? That's Exhibit A. Exhibit B. Watch this. Exhibit B. Watch this. Look. This is me. This is me and some dude. Oh, look at my brother. The man himself, y'all. Look at him. Look at my brother right here in the comments. That's my brother. Say. And my brother like right here, Jacob. My supporters. Come on, bro. I'm no phone in hand. No phone in hand, recording, doing all like. I mean, I understand people that do that, but that's not me. That's not who I am. And it's interesting enough that I'm a streamer. I'm a live streamer. I'm a YouTuber, right? And I don't do shit for the. Oh my goodness, right? But man, when I tell you, this was such an amazing experience, such an amazing opportunity, right? I mean, just that. It was everything. This has been a trip I've been wanting to go on for years, 5 years. Well, really, like, yeah, like 5, 6 years. Seriously. And so going back to race, right? Where is the finish line? If you live your life doing shit for views, doing shit for attention, doing shit for validation. I made a post a couple months ago, but maybe like last year at this point. I I don't get my confidence from compliments. And it's a certain godly confidence that is instilled within. I don't need anybody's confirmation on who I am or how cool I look or the opposition, right? That will make or break me. Because everything that I see, I feel, I think, I observe of self has already been talked about, has already been addressed, has already been expressed in so many different ways. So it is secure within. You get it? It's a godly confidence. When you don't get your confidence from compliments, it's divine. It's what Jaddy say, everywhere I know I'm good because I know the code. I opened up my soul and then it opened doors. It's right. So race. I also put who got the most support wins. And a certain type of person takes everything. The hate, the love, the people on the fence, everything as one energy. And that's what I have noticed 2026 and the end of 2025. It's all, it can all be used for your greatest good. Yes. You need the hate, you need the love, and you need the sometimes. You don't gotta have a personal conversation with the haters, with the sometimes, with the fencers. Fuck no. No. Because you know what they're there for. They're there to listen and to dismantle, make lies, manipulate your words, your truth. Your truth. Keyword, your truth. Yeah. That's what they're there to do. But everything is transformational for you, not against you, for you. So racism needs to be erased. I know that's, of course, very, I don't even got a word for it. It's very shit. Detrimental, goddamn. That ain't never gonna happen. Racism, I mean, because America is built on racism, sexism, all the isms. It has been built on that. So it's not going nowhere, right? But this goes to show how we are in such a rush to get to where. I never thought to myself, when I get to Toronto, then I'll be great. Then I'll be, or when I get this, then I'll be. When I achieve this type of, then I'll be. Nope. High school killed that for me in a great way. High school killed that for me. Completely overlooked, underlooked. I wasn't even looked at all. And what does everybody want in this world? To be loved / seen. And I've always said for years, to know me is to love me, and to love me is to know me. That's what we all want. Next topic, okay? We might as well go into women lie, men lie, and numbers do. Women lie, men lie, numbers do. They say that numbers don't, but in the year of 2026, in the Gregorian calendar, I think we can all come to the conclusion and realization that the numbers lie like a mother. Okay? Now, I want to do something right here live with y'all, okay? This was not pre-rehearsed, none of that. Let's take black let's take all right. What's the percentage of black men who have low mental health? Yeah. In America. Okay, check this out. Bam. Approximately 18 to 20% of black adults in America experience any mental health in a given year. For black men alone is limited. This is largely because black men underreport symptoms. Now that part's pretty true there. But stop. They do that. They do all that shit. They put shit in bold on the AI overview on Google, and to make our minds focus on that. So then we regurgitate that dumbass shit, and then look it up. It's on Google. Look it up. Numbers lie like a bitch, y'all. I ain't trying to go into some deeper dangs. You know what happened in 2020, 2021, that era. You know, but even they came out with the numbers and said that stop it. Okay, let's read a little more. Okay, so less than 30 to basically 40% of black individuals, black men suffering from mental health receive professional treatment or care, compared to over 50% of white men. So less than 40% of black men suffering receive professional care. Psychologists, therapists, less than 40% compared to over 50% of white men get it. That number's too high. It is increasing. I will say that it is increasing because, you know, we have all these forums now with podcasting and talking and healing from childhood trauma, and you know what I'm saying, people getting exposed and the light being very apparent in the very dark walks of life, you know what I'm saying? So I'm not about to say it's extremely low, but right, we understand. Okay, all right, let's look at one more thing. What's the percentage? Don't mind my typing, y'all. Chill out. What's the percentage of earnings in America from women to men? We'll say preferably black, but right? Okay. First, we're going to read the AI overview bullshit. Okay. In America, women typically earn about 85% of what men earn. Goodness graciousness. Meaning women make roughly 81 to 85 cents for every dollar earned by a man. The exact percentage varies depending on whether researchers look at the weekly blah 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 bullshit. Guys, what? What? Who's mostly buying houses? That's what I'm saying. You got to like look in real life at people and ask questions. And if you are a single man, you don't give a shit about buying a house. Even if you really got the money. Even if you got the money, you're not thinking about buying a house. That's just men though. That's just men. If you're a single man with a dog, you're gonna be in a townhome, maybe a condo, an apartment, 1,500 square feet, maybe 2,000 square feet. You have, you know what I'm saying, a room for your own, a bedroom, right? 2 bedroom, 1.5 bath, right? Depending on where you stay, about fucking 5,000 a month, 3,400 a month. Women are mostly buying homes. And this doesn't necessarily have a correlation, but women are going back to school. They are the ones that are eager to go back to school, to college, to get their degrees. Now, that's probably statistically accurate. If you look that up, that's statistically accurate. But who's mostly buying homes, y'all? Who's who's earning a little bit more? Yes, man, we're still doing the heavy labor, the blue collar shit, right? Well, come on now, like, and I probably I didn't even type this right for real because it's like I want to like black men, black women, you know, black women, black men. That's what I want to see. Workers aged 25 to 34 show women earning about 95 of what men earn. You see what I'm saying? So now let's say every dollar a man makes, a woman makes 95 cents. Analysts by groups, like the median hourly wages for both part-time and full-time workers find that women earn 85% of what men earn. And like Claude, all this AI shit, I don't trust it. I don't trust it. I don't give a damn. I don't trust it, bro. What percentage of women make 100,000 a year? Like, Like, it's so janky nowadays to even say, like, look at the facts. What facts? Who came out with the facts? You know? It's just facts. Look it up. Like, that's even corny to say now because the numbers lie. We've been new, man, lie. We've been new, yeah. Any flesh? Oh, yeah. Oh, we gonna lie. We gonna fabricate some shit. We gonna fabricate some shit. Which is also to say, who is going back to my question? Who is coming up with the statistics? Man, and they gonna tweak it a little bit. They ain't gonna be all the way accurate. Why would they give you all? Why would they give you? Come on, yo. Come on, bro. All right, last one. Okay. What? Okay. From ages 20 to 35. What percent of that is entrepreneurs in America? In the US, roughly 4 to 6% of adults aged 20 to 35 are actively operating as established entrepreneurs or employers, CEOs or bosses, managers. Though the percentage varies depending on whether they employ others or work completely for themselves. Right, of course. Okay, we got some, okay, Gen Z. Metric share of all small businesses, early age startup activity, average founder success age. Okay, so 21% of millennials and Gen Z are entrepreneurs, sharing small businesses, starting or having a small business. Oh, hey, that. And now it says that the older demographics from 36, when they're actually, I guess, more established, right? Gen X and the boomers, about 80%. Because they know about them hustles. But they don't start them hustles until, or shall I say, the side hustles, the side jobs, they don't really kickstart and really put motor behind until they're established in their job, their day job. Early age startup activity, highest rates of intent and launch, lower rates of startup because they're at an older age. Okay. Average founder success age, 35 is considered outlier, which is young. Yeah. 45 is considered like you just now putting in work. You just now putting in pain. That's now this is pretty accurate. This is pretty accurate. But guess what? What you search for, you will see. You go on TikTok, you go on Instagram, you go on Facebook, and you look at people that's, having a detailing company, detailing business, a roofing business, a lawn mowing business. They do nails, they do hair, they do braids, they make shoes, they design shoes, they color shoes, they make shirts. They got a manufacturing company with shirts and hoodies and sweatpants and all type of manufacturing shit involving clothes and fabrics. They do all of that. They got a production company with cameras and technology and phones and lights and movies and cinematic, all the shit, man. You're going to see that. And they're going to say, oh, how I made my first $100,000 before the age of 25, before the age of 23, before the age of 21. How I owned a BMW, a SRT, a G-Wagon, a Lamborghini truck before the age of 30, before the age of 25. So please do not please do not be fooled by the quote unquote numbers. Hello? Please do not be fooled by the numbers because they lie, obviously. Women lie, men lie, and numbers do too. Okay? It's fabricated. It's fabricated. Take it with a grain of salt. Don't let it crush your spirit. You keep going. All you gotta do is last longer than them. And they're suckers. They quit easy. They don't got no grit. They got no motor. They don't know how to reinvent themselves because they're too busy looking at them to reinvent themselves. And when they stop, because they will, when they stop or their ambition decreases, now it's like, oh, well, where did mine go? If theirs went, mine went too. They stop, I'ma stop. Nope. That's like saying when you have a loved one that transitions to the other side, meaning they pass on, and they're a more of a spirit now. You're gonna stop. You're gonna stop doing what you love. You're gonna stop doing what you were talking to them about. Working on cars, being a part of a NASCAR team, helping with the tires and shit, right? The pit crew. You're gonna stop because they're gone now. No, you do the opposite. What's wrong with y'all? All I do is keep going, last longer than them, reinvent yourself, adapt, don't get in your own way, stay flexible, stay agile, don't be a brick, don't stay stubborn, don't be stubborn, right? But also stick to what works because it has worked. My ears ringing, so stick to what works because it's been working this long for a design, so you stay with it. All right. Beautiful, 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 and beautiful. Okay. Now, this is going to be a great one. This is going to be a great one here, okay? So, the last topic we're going to talk about, pardon me, we're going to talk about the bad bitch epidemic. All right? There's a bad bitch epidemic increasing, it's rising. But trust me, I'm going to speak, y'all know me, I'm going to speak about both parties. The niggas that's acting like bad bitches, well, they're not acting. Some are, some aren't. And the girls, the grown-ass girls that's acting like bad bitches. Some are acting, some are not. The bad bitch epidemic. Here we go. Now, the first thing I got written down here. If she's bad, then she's probably bad for you. Let me explain. If she's bad, ooh, that's a bad bitch right there. Ooh, she bad. Sidebar. I love Black people. I love myself. I love us so much because what the regular Webster nerd ass dictionary terms of shit is, we do the opposite. We do the opposite. So white people, they will say, they say, oh, you're so hot. You are hot. Oh, you are stunning. What Black folks say, damn, you cold. Damn, you cold. Right? White people say, you're good looking. You are good looking. You look good. Black folks say, damn, you bad. You bad. Hey, girl, you bad. Isn't that just so? That's just a couple examples. Isn't that so awesome how we do that? Okay, back to the main part. I'm sick and tired of seeing this nigga pop up on my shit. Why are they advertising this nigga, man? Still. Mama Clyde's life. Okay. But is she bad? Is she probably bad for you? Let me explain. If she is taking more than she is giving, if she is taking out, if she is withdrawing more than she is depositing, I mean, what else needs to be addressed here? I don't know how much more I can put. And I made a video on TikTok, and I, of course, had a couple strange looking bad bitches who thought slash think that men, grown ass boys, that grown ass boys have to, must serve to their every becking call, their every becking want and need. They got to serve that ASAP. Whatever she say, when she say it, the dude got to get up and provide that. And for the sake of her being a bad bitch, her being just great arm candy, great eye candy, because she look good. She high maintenance, as they say. Most, not all, not all. Well, ladies, if you call yourself a bad bitch, you most likely ain't got no brain. You don't have much brain. Because if you did have a brain, you wouldn't be calling yourself a bad bitch. But the bitches that say they are bad mostly don't have brains. So this withdrawing process that keeps happening over and over again, and you're not depositing, investing anything, even if it's the same thing, right? For instance, like, let's say I like Legos, right? Got Legos right here. Got me a nice set from Yorkdale, the mall, okay? Let's say I like Legos. You like Legos too. So that's something we could bond with. So you know that this is a shared interest with us. So every week or every other week, we go Lego shopping and we ball. We do the damn thing. Who's mostly paying? Me. I'm paying. So you're always like, okay, babe, let's get this. Let's get this one and this one. And let's get the flower joints. I can put that on my desk at work and I can show off and blah blah blah, right? We're doing this every other week, every 2 weeks, right? You ain't never thought to get me something that I would specifically want to build, or you're not wanting to recommend something that is not just solely for you. I make my eye twitch like, the fuck? What's wrong with you? What's wrong with you? Just no reciprocity. Just no reciprocity, no consideration. Even if it's one, even if it's one small race car. Babe, this just came out and I thought about you immediately, so I got it. This for you, babe. And we're gonna get our other ones. Oh, I mean, like, oh, because what do we want? What do real men actually want? We want peace. And as we know, peace is very expensive. Mm-hmm. But it's not, but you don't invest the type of currency to get peace as you would. You don't invest the same amount of currency to get peace as you would a spouse. It's two different, because I gotta maintain this with fluidity, right? I gotta entertain this with fluidity, with dates and courting, and what these bad bitches see us courting is pictures, nice dresses, heels, bags, you know. And sure, not all bad bitches are materialistic. That's how some of them get you. Not all of them are materialistic, but I'm just mentioning things on the baseline that we can all understand and converse about here. Okay, it's a different type of currency that it takes to get peace. Okay, with a bad bitch, it's a different type of currency, right? You know what you got to invest and put up to get them. You know that. but they don't know, like, oh my gosh, like the scale and shit. But they don't know what it takes to put up to obtain peace. They don't know. They don't know. They live in chaos. They live in toxicity. They live in drama. They live in gossip. They stay in that gossip spirit, that gossiping spirit, that comparative spirit. They can't, that's the only way they operate. Just had a quick thought. I had a previous lover of mine, you know, when she would be here and I would be streaming, making videos or whatever. She's very supportive. She's very supportive in this way. She never obstructed my time whenever I was doing this, which is what I love, what I can do all the time, right? She never obstructed. She never wanted to take me away from this, by no means. When she would be in a room sometimes, what else is she gonna do, right? Like, she wasn't like reading, like, I got all these books and she wasn't reading. She was maybe writing sometimes, but she was mostly in the bed on TikTok scrolling and shit. And we had a couple conversations. Like, I was like, babe, you need to, like, get off that for a little bit. You know what I mean? Like, you know. And I know I'm saying it just freely right now, but it was multiple times when I mentioned it very, like, softly and gently, like, babe, you should, like, get off it for a little bit. You know what I'm saying? And she's like, yeah, you're right. But I mean, I love to, I don't be on no other app. I don't be on Facebook, Instagram like that. I be on TikTok. But just to be watching everybody. And I'm a streamer, I'm a YouTuber. So I know I study this. And it's what I study. I love this shit. It's just to watch people and to comment surf, to see what everybody else saying. So then she started to become a comment talker, a TikTok comment talker, a TikTok comment commentator. So when we'd have conversations, she would, like, say things that were like a TikTok comment, like, you know. And maybe that's me being a little too observant. Sure. But to know me is to love me, and to love me is to know me, And yeah, she became TikTok brained, and a lot of things that she would see on relationships and a lot of things seeped into her subconscious. And so we start to have conversations that I know are coming exactly from TikTok. This is low-hanging fruit ass conversations. And now it's coming into our real life. It's coming into our real life. But I say all that to say it's a different type of currency that acquires peace. That is way different from acquiring a bad bitch. Having her because she looked good. Because she smelled good. Because her body tea and all this shit. Now, the next thing I got here. Bad bitches think they can be responsible for another man's come up. Oof. They think they can. I bossed him up because I looked this good. I held it down. What the fuck you held down? What did you hold down? Maybe my motherfucking spirit? Bitch. Couldn't even fly. Couldn't even roam how I wanted to. Had a goddamn, the movies, the movies that got, the dog in the dog in the doghouse, and he got the chain attached to his neck, and the chain is attached to a pole or like somewhere in the doghouse. So whenever he sees somebody, go, and then they just like get yanked back. Bitch, nobody wants to live like that. That's my philosophy. But as I do know, some people do like that restraint. Some people do like for their spouse to really be on a motherfucking neck and hey nigga, hey girl, don't you they like that shit. That turns them on. That's one of their kinks. They don't want them to look at no other man, talk to no other man, look at no other woman, talk to no other woman, smile at another woman. Some couples, that's what they into. That's what get them off. And as a grown man, that's oh boy, shoot, shoot, okay. But that's just nipped in the bud, okay. I'm gonna skip. No, I'm not. Tricking if you got it. That's something else I wrote down. Tricking if you got it. I want to know y'all's thoughts on tricking. Okay. I'm gonna say this and we're going to the next point. Okay. But tricking, right? This is my philosophy of tricking. Tricking is about leadership. Tricking is about leading. It's all about what you lead with. Most dudes who trick when it comes to physicality, physical things, or like manipulation, or status, clout, things, right? Things. When they lead with that, that is insinuating more oftentimes than not, like 90%, 95%, 98%, 98.78%, they have no game. That is their game. To buy their way, to snile their way to the woman, to the girl, get her mind warped into the idea of the things, of the cloud, of the experiences, of the trips, of the cars, of the currency, and then pull her in. So any dude who leads with the baggage, okay? Any dude who leads with the baggage before the game is a trick. Trick slash sucker. No pun intended, because like Halloween, trick or treat, smell my feet, give me something good to eat. Who do you think came up with that nursery rhyme? A girl. A girl. Yep. Give me something. Let me sit down and enjoy the fruits of my labor from, yeah. Hell yeah. But watch this. You know what? Not even gonna do that. I'm about to look it up. Who came up with the nursery rhyme, the trick or treat Halloween jingle? I know it's a girl. Okay, that's my philosophy. If that's what they lead with, then that's what they mostly got. What do I lead with? I lead with game. I got a mouthpiece. Yeah, I'm 6'2.5", 6'3", handsome. Let me not say 6'3", because you see, like, whatever. I'm 6'2.5". Okay, like medically, I'm 6'2.5". I'm 6'2.5". Great physique, in shape, nice teeth, white teeth, great mouthpiece. I'm not manipulative at all. I got game, charismatic, charming, nice hairline, nice hair, take care of myself, get my, you know what I mean? Like, off top. And I didn't even say no spiritual energetic things. I mean, you gonna feel that off top too, but I didn't say like the conversation. Forget about it. So that's what I lead with, and that's why I can't hang around a lot of you janky ass niggas, because y'all lead with bullshit. and wonder why y'all always wrapped in problems, you funky ass niggas. And y'all niggas DL. What? I said it. Y'all niggas DL. Cornballs. Anyway, moving on up. Accountability. Moving on up to accountability. I mean, shit, bad bitches don't got no accountability. Zero. None. None. They can't. They're allergic. It's like Pepto-Bismol. It's like a corporate job to a liberal. Hey, I finished my juice. I think that's gonna conclude this episode today. All right. I love y'all so much. Thank y'all so much for the love and support. Make sure y'all subscribe. Tell a friend, tell a friend, tell an auntie that we need a sponsor by Team Twizzlers. We need a sponsor from Twizzlers. Y'all, when I went to Toronto, they had no big bag of Twizzlers. None. It was only like not just like small bags, but they must have like 35 Twizzlers in them, bro. I want the family bag, the big bag. But thank y'all, man. Just be still. Make sure I get y'all some merch too. Winners coming up. Winners are for winners who win in the summer and winter. I don't know. But I love y'all, man. Catch y'all next episode. It's your boy JB. And I'm out.